Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Tuesday turn and burn. This time it's an evening stream, a little mixing it up just a little bit. Had to push the stream back to a much later time than I normally do because had a lot of things going on throughout today, so didn't want to have to put on the added uh, pressure of trying to do a live stream with other things that were time constrained on my day. So, um, gonna be doing an evening turn and burn for you. And what I did is I went ahead and set the sim time to exactly 12 hours prior to the current time. So instead of it being evening, it is now morning in the sim. So that way we get a nice full day of flying, and it will be just like if we were had flown earlier in the day for a midday turn and burn. But how's everyone doing tonight? My name is Grey Eagle Sim Pilot. If you don't know about me, I'm a Real World A320 captain, bringing my love for aviation and flight simming together for all you wonderful, beautiful people out there. Tonight we're going to be in the Allegiant Airlines A319. That's right, A319. You see, Allegiant has the double overwing exits for the high um, occupancy cabin that they have. They need the extra overwing exit, so it's there. One of the few airlines in the world that will operate the 319 with a dual overwing exit, almost like a 320. Excellent. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get Turn and Burn Tuesday going right now. 26 minutes left to departure. Let's go ahead and go to mass and balance. Ooh, 27 minutes to board. Owie. We'll go ahead and try to do a real-time board there. Excellent. While that is going, let's go ahead and get everything set up for a proper uh, originating flow here. So, let's go ahead and check, make sure we have all the fluids. That way we can call maintenance as early as we can. To have our fluids topped off. There we go. Engine oil looks good. Hydraulics look good. These status messages look good. We have a few class 2 messages. Those will go away once we begin aligning the IRSs, and our oxygen looks good. So everything there looks really good. I see we have a company message already in the Atsu. So let's go to received messages. The preliminary load sheet is here. We'll go ahead and accept that. And let's check and see what our CG is. 30.0, it's always 30.0, and 28.2. So I think that's going to be like a nose up CG. It'll be like point 20, 28, so like 0.4 nose up. We'll call it 0.4 nose up. So we'll call that what it is there. Excellent. So let's go ahead and go up to the overhead. We will get IR1 on, IR2 on, and IR3 on. We'll wait for the on battery light to extinguish there. That looks good. Coming on down to the flight control panel, all of our lights should be extinguished there. Evacuation panel, the command switch is guarded and extinguished. We want to be in capture and purser position there. For the emergency electrical power, we want to make sure we got the man on an emergency test both girded, and the Gen 1 line and the rad are both extinguished. Excellent. Interesting that I can't press that. That's okay. The GPWS terrain fault is perfectly okay until the IRs are aligned, and all the other lights should be extinguished. For our recorder, we will turn on the CVR ground control, and let's go ahead and give it a test. I'll bring the sim volume up so we can hear it. There we go. That should be a little bit more audible for you all there. Max Reason, hello, how are you doing? Welcome to the chat. Good afternoon, good evening. It says, hi Gray, how are you doing there, Max Reason? Welcome. Appreciate you joining me for a Turn and Burn Tuesday. I know, not my usual time. I usually do it in the afternoon, but Today is going to be an evening stream. Just had a lot of other things on my plate today, so we'll go ahead and test the CVR. There we go. That test good. The oxygen panel, high altitude landing, that's going to be guarded and extinguished. Man mask on is guarded, and the passenger and crew supply are extinguished there. That looks good. The calls panel, we want to make sure the emergency call is extinguished and guarded. Let's see. I wonder if this actually does anything, like with the flight attendants all like, I mean, this doesn't do anything. So if we listen, if we press that, recall it. Okay. Doesn't do anything on the back. It just, okay. Wow, that's, really? So, now I'm just curious. Just being curious. Let's see. Does this even light up here? Nope, so that doesn't light up. That doesn't light. Okay, cool. That really is just a button to make you feel good about yourself. Glad to know that. So, and it turns itself off. Cool. We'll go ahead and test engine 1. I thought I saw like a screw missing there. So we'll go ahead and test engine fire 1. We got all 3 lights up top lit. The CRC with a master warning. Get the checklist on upper ECAM, engine page on lower ECAM, and we have the fire indication just behind the number 1 master, engine master. So we'll go ahead and turn that off. We'll test the APU. We should get the 2 lights up top, the CRC with the master warning, the checklist on upper ECAM, APU page on lower ECAM, and then there's nothing displayed below that. Excellent. And then we're looking for the same thing with engine 1 on engine 2. So all of that looks good. If I had more than just one hand, I would come over and cancel the master warning to make sure that it will cancel out and silence the horn. Let's see, our hydraulic panel all looks good. The red is guarded. The blue electric pump is guarded in the auto position. And all our other switches are in the extinguished position. Fuel panel, all of our fuel pumps are off for now since we're getting refueled. Our crossfade should be on auto, and our mode selector is auto as well, so that looks good there. Coming over to our electrical panel, all the switches should be in the lights off position. We'll go ahead and test the battery. We all know that Fenix still has not fixed the battery test here. So we'll turn both of those on. Excellent. That's a pass. Not really a pass, but it's getting there. That one definitely passed. So that's good. And obviously we want the ID feeds to be extinguished and guarded. Gens 1 and 2 has the fault since the engines aren't on. That's good. Air conditioning panel. We get the temperature turned down a little bit, even though the packs aren't running, so that I don't have to worry about it when we do start the APU. Otherwise, the rim air guarded, extinguished. All the other lights are extinguished. Packs are fault. That's because there's no air on the aircraft yet. Anti-ice. Want to make sure all of those are extinguished. POP is an auto cabin pressurization. We want to make sure let's select everything is in auto and our landing elevation in auto. Our ditching switch is guarded and extinguished. The external lights, I think I have them set how I want to. We got the strobes on auto. We're on 2. Guess today's an even day. APU, let's go ahead and get that turned on. Max resistance, does your company make you remember your max takeoff and landing weights, or do they omit it because it's on the placards? And we do not have limitations at my company. That's something we don't do. And yeah, I think that's one of the reasons is it's usually placarded somewhere on the airplane. Like you got placards here. Sometimes you'll have a placard. It depends. Sometimes you have a placard there. Sometimes you have a placard there. It really depends. But yeah, a lot of like you see a lot of the Fenix airplanes will have a large placard with all the weights right here. So that happens sometimes. So yeah, it's one of those things. I mean, and after a while of flying the airplane, you just kind of know what your weights need to be. Excellent. There we go. So the APU is on. We'll get the bleeder going there. Let's go ahead and go up top to the FO side. We'll turn that off because we don't need that. We'll turn you to the 3 o'clock position. Excellent. His RMP, we got data. We're in VHF3. We got data and active. That's good. Flight control panel. All the lights are extinguished there. Cargo ventilation. The isolation valve is extinguished. There we go. Cargo smoke. All lights extinguished. Our bottles are girded. That's good. Ventilation panel. All the lights extinguished there. Sometimes, depending on, like, especially in the fall and springtime, where the temperatures are constantly up and down, where it needs to change configuration. A lot of times, what'll happen is when you first start up the airplane, it remembers the last state it was in, and let's see, we want pressurization. So how you got both the inlet and the outlet open, like you could turn the airplane on and it says, that's not the configuration I need to be in, but this is the configuration I was left in. So you'll sometimes get a fault. A lot of times that happens in this fall and the spring. Engine panel, we want to make sure the man starts are girded and extinguished. Obviously our wipers are off on both sides. Let's go ahead and go down to the glare shield here. From left to right, all of our lights are extinguished. Let me double check our weather here in St. Petersburg. The altimeter 29087, so let's go ahead and set 29087. I'll go ahead and set that on all the altimeters. There we go. Excellent. And we want to be in constraints arc 10 miles. We want digits displayed up here. We want to be in speed, heading vertical speed, and all the buttons extinguished down here. The FO's EFIS, we're looking for the same thing. And on the FO side of the glare shield there. The main instrument panel, we will adjust the brightness as we see fit. I'm going to leave it right there because the sun's going to come up, even though that's a little bit bright for what I need. So we got the PFD, the ND. Standby is aligned. We got the upper and lower ECAM displays, so that is good. The brake fan is off. Landing gear is down through green. Nose wheel steering is on. Date and time are mostly correct. I got the the time changed in the sim, so won't worry about that too much. The gear is down with no red arrow, and on the first officer side, we got the same thing. The ND, the PFD, we can adjust the brightness how we see fit. Coming on down to the center pedestal, we'll start on the captain's side. We want to make sure the McDo is operational. Let's just go ahead and hit that init function there. Excellent. While that's going, nope, I did not want to do that. McDo menu. FMC, that's the page we want. So this is usually the page you're presented with when you start the aircraft. You want to make sure you got CFM56 engines, and depending on the airplane and the variant, you usually be CFM56, whatever, 5B, 5, 4, 6, 7. It doesn't really matter. And that your database is current. So that looks good there. Go back to the initialization page there. The captain's RMP looks good. We'll leave 122. Well, does St. Pete have a CTAF frequency? Let's check CTAF. They do. 18.3. Let's go ahead and program that in. 118.3. It is kind of nice that they have the CTAF thing, because it's kind of cool to, even if you're offline, to actually have to switch frequency. So there we go, 18.3, we'll do that. I'll turn the interphone off. We don't need that for simulation purposes. The lighting inside, don't really need that for simulation purposes either. The weather radar doesn't work and the PWS is off. Let's go over to the center pedestal. All the switching panel is in the normal position. We'll go ahead and recall any messages. Normal, clear, make sure the button works. The trim should be at 0. Thrust levers are at idle. Engine master's off, engine mode is norm. Speed brakes disarm. Flaps are up. We got digits displayed in the rudder. And the gravity gear extension is down. FO's McDo is also operational. This ACP should be set up as RMP, or RMP should be set up as ACP. Oh, I turned the lighting down, that's why. Not lit. Okay, well, I won't turn it all the way down. There we go. Just down enough where I know what's lit and what's not. There we go. Again, lighting however we need to. And we got auto ATC 5117. That's it. I got the transponder on. And the last thing we're going to do is check the alternate braking system. So we'll press both brakes, turn off the parking brake. I'll release the left brake. And depress it again, release the right brake, depress it again, and we'll set the parking brake. And that looks good. That's an acceptable pressure drop for me, so that looks good. Alrighty, let's hop into meat and potatoes of the flight here over to the McDo. It says, are you doing the visual back up with the RNAV into Key West? I think I'm doing the visual backed up with the RNAV into Key West. Ooh, it says Key West is IFR. What is the weather down there? What is the current weather? 2.5 miles visibility. Thunderstorms in the vicinity, rain, fuel. Okay, so no, it's going to be the RNAV then. It's going to be the RNAV. Hopefully we can get in. If not, our alternate's MIA, so I guess we'll go up to Miami. But no, I guess we'll be doing the RNAV there. Key West is so cool in real life and in the sim. It's a great place if you've ever been there. I got to go there with one of my buddies a long time ago. Did the Duval crawl, if you will. So that was fun. And actually ended up flying on Silver Airways out of there. So that was pretty cool. Got to fly on a South 340B Plus. Don't know what the Plus is. I think that's like an uprated engine or something like that. So let's go into our flight plan. It'd be a cost index of 41. We're going to be cruising along at an altitude of 25,000 feet. And the temperature deviation at 16 degrees warmer. It's going to be -3. Okay. So we'll put that in there. Sweet. The current temperature outside is going to be 30 degrees. So that's good. That's holding pretty well. Excellent. We got Miami as the alternate. Let's go ahead and go over to page 2 here. Let me scroll back up. How am I doing this? There we go. So 0 fuel weight of 123.8, so we'll do 123.8, and 30.0 is the CG. Excellent. The block fuel is going to be, it should be 18.1. 18.1. A lot of fuel, but we also have an alternate. There you go. Zero that out, and our alternate time is going to be 2.5 on the fuel. So we do 2.5. Glad that Fenix still hasn't fixed the negative value for alternates. Let's go St. Pete 1.8. There is no SID. We aren't doing a SID. We're just going to go direct to Sabi. Interesting. I don't mind. So we'll go ahead and insert that. Sabi, Fort Myers, yada yada yada. What's the weather one more time? I think they're using runway 9 down in 0705. So Key West, we can go runway the RNAV to runway 9, O-Star, which is, and I guess I'll just do it via Sting. I could do it via Sting or Chets, but that's not an option. So I'll do it via Sting, insert that. Excellent. So we got all of that in there. GG, okay. Carter, GG, and then discontinuity for the RNAV into there. That's going to be 234 miles. That looks good. 41 minutes. That's what we were showing. We can get a more accurate time if we actually requested the wins. So we'll go ahead and do a win request real quick. But yeah, it's a really cool place. Went to the Hemingway house down there, and I had key lime everything. Max Racing key lime everything. If you can think of it, they have it in a key lime version. Performance. Let's go ahead and go over to here. I think I kind of did the whole performance thing earlier. Yeah, that should be good. So I'm gonna recalculate that. Okay. Yeah. We'll go with these numbers because they actually came out to much better. Like it was like significantly different than what SimBrief came up with. So we'll go with these much higher numbers. I like that. And the descent, we'll put in 290 for the descent, give us some sort of manageable descent here. Secondary flight plan, we can always put in our emergency return if we want to. Right now we'll just copy it over. That'll save us a little bit of time. And let's go ahead and brief up our route. So we can go ahead and go 10 nautical miles, plan mode. That's good. We'll put you on flight plan. We're going to go St. Petersburg, runway 18. There is no SID. From there, we'll get radar vectors to Sabi. And then from there, Fort Myers. And then Carter. And then GG. And then from GG, well, I'm just going to clear that discon. So we'll do that. GG Jets, and then we'll just go straight on in on the airnav there. So we'll call that what it is. And our flight plan is showing 233 miles. We have 234 miles. That is wicked close. There we go. We'll more than likely taxi out to runway 18. We'll push back, start both engines, and it'll be Alpha all the way down to the end, Alpha 1. When we do get there, plan on doing a flaps 2 flex. Standard reject considerations. Any questions about what we need to reject for? Nope. Alright. Should we go past V1 and lose an engine? We'll go straight ahead to about 2,000 or 3,000 feet. I mean, there's nothing out there. There should be nothing out there. Well, there is a little bit of city out there. We won't worry too much about it. We'll continue out. We can go out over the ocean. We have plenty of no obstacles out over the ocean there. And if we need to return, we can come back to 18. If we really, really need runway, we can go to Tampa, right across the way there. So that's always a safe option. Otherwise, we'll get radar vectors to our first fix, which is Sabi down to the south. There is no ATC online, so I will put our top altitude of 25,000 feet in the box here. That looks good. And we got the CTAF and our and the radios with Unicom on standby with our auto ATC squawk of 5117. Excellent. There we go. So let's go ahead and we'll get rid of you. Now would be a great time to make your welcome aboard PA. We got the APU on. Excellent. We can run on through it. Are we done fueling? Yeah, we're done fueling. So let's go ahead and get all of this set up. We can get rid of the external power. Blue air is on. That's good. We'll get the fastest seatbelt sign. Boop. On. And we'll check our fuel balance. Pumps look good. Hydraulics all look good. Pressurization is an auto with a good landing elevation, and the engine oil quantity looks good. Let's go ahead and we will double check that there. Excellent. We can go ahead and turn you back on. Excellent. Get you terrain on ND, and whenever we are ready, we can run a before start checklist. The recorder ground control is on. The flight forms are on board. Reviewed aircraft 323. Fuel quantity 18.1 required, 18.1 on board. Takeoff performance, let's see, 146, 147, 150 with a flex 57. Oxygen checked, seatbelt sign on, ECAM checked, park brake is on and checked, MCDU set, altimeter is currently 2987. Departure briefings reviewed. The before start checklist is complete. Excellent. There we go. Now we're just waiting on our passengers to finish boarding. Yeah, have you been down the Key West there, Max Reason? Enjoyed it? Enjoyed it much? Oh, there we go. Perfect timing. Aircraft is loaded, so with that, I forgot to arm those earlier. Tisk, tisk, tisk. We can go ahead and turn the beacon Well, don't know what happened there. Both my simulator and OBS crashed at the same time. That was really weird that the simulator and OBS crashed at the same time. Makes me wonder if something's wrong with OBS. I hope something's not wrong with OBS. But get the BRB screen up. We will be right back. The simulator is loading back in. And tell you what, here's what we're going to do. I am going to absolutely speed run everything so we can get the engine started up and we can blast on out of here. That is been very interesting. Never had that happen before. Let's turn on some beats while we wait. Can chill out to a little bit of beats, right? I'm really wondering if I did the what's it called, the app where you can the add-on linker. That's what it is. If I did add-on linker, if that would help a lot more than with some of the simulator, not just loading, but just like sim crashes in general. Alrighty, let's choose the same gate. We will load on in. Alright. Like I said, I will absolutely speed run everything. We'll get pushback and go in here like super quick. So first, what did I say? I'm gonna adjust the clock to be morning. So somewhere around there seems about right. There we go. Let us go ahead and get this on, that on. Wait for it to do its thing. So you'll notice I usually don't like do anything that messes with any other computers on the airplane while the computer is actually booting up. Because a lot of times what'll happen is if you like try to like, let's say right now, turn on the IRs or like do things that like mess with you're requesting things to one of the computers, it can trigger some weird faults in the Airbus. Like the Airbus is very picky when it comes to that. I'm not even going to open the door. We'll leave the door closed for now. We can go ahead and I'll silence that for a little bit. There we go. Let's go to our tablet. We will re-import. Yeah, server error occurred. Why did a server error occur? That's so weird. Also, that's still not right. That's not right. Whatever. We'll go into here. We'll do load aircraft instant. Aircraft is loaded. Excellent. Alright. And so the only thing we gotta wait on are the IRs aligning. So that should be good. Everything else here looks good. Excellent. I'm not gonna test any of these. We're instantly loaded, so I'll get the fuel pumps on. Let's go ahead and get the APU going. Get you on. Turn you over to like the 3 o'clock position. There's that. All of that looks good. Run back down to our main instrument panel or the glare shield here. What did I say the altimeter was? And Oh, well now suddenly it's VFR and Key West, so that's good. We go back and I'll bring up the weather for St. Pete, 2988, 2988, 88, 88. So all that looks good. We'll put in 25,000 feet. Excellent there. Nope, I don't want that. I want that. Let's see. Our instrument panel, that all looks good. Oh, the sun is glaring in at just the exact wrong angle. I love it. We'll go into FMC. There we go. That looks good. We will go in and init request. Excellent. Now that that's the APU is on, external power can come off. APU bleed can go on. Everything looks good here. Let me go ahead and place back in. Ooh. Okay, VPilot quit too. A lot of things just suddenly quit for no apparent reason at all. Or reconnect though. Connect. I know. Auto ATC 51117 still. So we will do that. A little out of order there, but I was thinking about that. And then what was the CTAF here? 18.3. So we will go ahead and put 18.3. And there you go. And we'll leave the unit comment standby. All of that looks good. We won't do any of those first flight of the day tests anymore. Just going to make sure everything is in the correct spot. Let's see. We probably have a few company messages here, so I'll go ahead and see what messages are. Preliminary accept, return, final accept, and that looks good. I'll just hold that page exactly where it is. Excellent. Let's go ahead and finish programming our route here. We are going to be Allegiant 3318. Cost index, I think I said, is going to be 41. 41. And we're at 25,000 feet plus 16. I didn't need to do that. Let's see, it's 30 degrees outside in St. Pete right now, so that's good. We'll go over to page 2, 0 fuel weight, 123.8, so 123.8, and it's going to be 30.0, close enough. And 18.1 is our fuel. We'll do 0 for our route reserve, and our alternate fuel is going to be 2.5, so we'll go ahead and do 2.5. There we go. Flight plan, 18, no SID, insert, arrival, will be the RNAV, no star, approach via Sting, I think it was. Yeah, the approach via Sting. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and scroll on down. We'll clear from GG to Sting.
Traffic, Vision Jet 38, Echo Bravo.
Ooh, Vision Jet.
To runway 18 for St. Petersburg, Clearwater.
Oh, we have someone online. Excellent. What are they doing? Where are you going? Oh, he's going to Savannah. Tisk. Alrighty. So all of that's done. Let's go back to our initialization. Winds. We will request our winds. Let's go ahead and do our performance data here. Nope, I need to go up here. There we go. St. Pete, we'll seek the file load sheet. Always add 2,000 pounds, so 143. 0.5, I think it is. Okay, you should really do that. 28.2, that's fine. That looks like the correct weather. Recalculate that out. Packs are always on. Recalculate. And we will send to the McDo There we go. And like magic, voila, 10 planked. Cool. Performance is in there. 146, 147, 150. Now all of that looks exactly the same. Okay. Let's see. 290 and the descent profile there. Secondary flight plan. We'll go ahead and copy over the active. And let's go ahead and put you back on the flight plan page there. Let's see. Seatbelt sign can come on. Center power is off. We got everything else pretty much look like it's set. We're just waiting on the IRs to finish aligning before we can actually move the aircraft. So literally just waiting on that. Should be just under a minute once it is aligned. Get the terrain on ND going on both sides. We can rerun the before start checklist one more time. In the meantime, I can go ahead and request the pushback tug. Excellent. That should be good there. See him coming. And hooking up. Did I turn the beacon on? Yeah, let's go ahead and turn the beacon on. Get that going. Excellent. Doors are armed, so that's closed. Doors are armed. We'll check all of our fluids one more time. Alrighty. So literally just about a minute, just over a minute, just under a minute. And we should be, there you go, GPS primary. I can turn you guys on. I can clear the nav accuracy upgrade. And let's go ahead and rerun the before start checklist. The recorder ground control is on. Flight forms are on board. Reviewed aircraft 323. Fuel quantity 18.1 required, 18.1 on board. Takeoff performance 146, 147, 150. Flex 57. Oxygen checked. Seatbelt sign on. ECAM is checked. Park brake is on and checked. MCD use at altimeters. 2988 departure briefing is reviewed. The before start checklist is complete. All right, let's go ahead and request pushback out of here. Where's the Vision Jet? I don't know. Oh, he's way down there. Alrighty. So I guess we'll push back so that we don't block the main taxiway. We'll push back on the Tango there. Alrighty. St. Petersburg traffic, Allegiant 3318. We'll be pushing back from the terminal onto taxiway Tango, St. Petersburg traffic. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and initiate the pushback. So brakes are released. We are cleared for pushback. There we go. Speed running it through our second little get together there. I don't know what happened. Literally OBS crashed, the sim crashed, and vPilot crashed. It was kind of like a weird trio of crashes right there. Welcome to the stream. There we go. Alrighty, this is going to be a little bit of a longer pushback, so what I'll do is we shall start the engines on the pushback here. Alright, let's go ahead and turn the sim volume up just a little bit. Let's get the engines going. We'll start engine 1 and then 2.
Petersburg Clearwater traffic, this is Jet 38 Echo Bravo, taking runway 18, will be departing right traffic to the north for St. Petersburg Clearwater.
don't think anyone else is online, but at least when we push this way, we'll be out of everyone's way. There we go. Alright, there we go. Should be, that looks perfect. Excellent. We can go ahead and stop the push. That brakes are set. Clear to disconnect the interphone. If you're being clear to disconnect the interphone, y'all have a great flight. Thank you very much. Alright, let's go ahead, hop on inside. We'll wait until the tug is clear before we actually move any flight control surfaces. Excellent. Looks like the tow truck and its personnel are clear of the aircraft. Let's go ahead and go flaps 2. After start checklist. Alright, after start checklist, engine ice is off, status is checked, rudder trim is 0, after start checklist is complete. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and get underway here. St. Petersburg traffic, Allegiant 3318 is taxiing to runway 18 via Alpha, St. Petersburg traffic. Alrighty, we are clear on the left and clear on the right. I don't see anyone else coming. Let's go ahead and get going here. Bring the sounds down just a hair. There we go. Excellent. Hopefully not blowing anyone's eardrums off. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Super easy taxi out of here. Now that we are established on a straight path, we can go ahead and start doing our flight control checks. So, let me straighten my camera view out there just a little bit so I can see a little bit of everything. Here we go. Full up, full down, neutral, full left, full right, neutral. Here comes the pedals. Full left. Ooh. Full right. Neutral. We'll go ahead and reconnect the nozzle steering there. We'll go max on the auto brakes. Let's see. We need to go 6 units up. There we go. We'll turn the predictive wind shear on, and we should do a takeoff config. Excellent. So all of that's done. Let's do it before takeoff checklist, shall we? Flaps 2 planned and 2 indicated. Takeoff data and speeds are checked. Weight is at 141.8. We're planning on 143.5, so we're good there. Staff trim is 28.6%. And yeah, we're at 28.2%. Flight controls checked. ECAM memo is takeoff no blue. We are to the line. Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff. And we can go below the line. Alrighty, runway and FMS. We have runway. I'll put you on performance page there. Runway 18 on the box, on the screen, out the window. That's checked. Minimum takeoff fuel 16.7 is required. We got 17.9 on board. Flight attendants notified engine mode is norm. TCAS TRA for takeoff checklist complete. Sweeto. Alright. Got that up and going super quick. I'll probably do the turn just like that too. We'll do like an instant load. Once we deplane, we'll do an instant load of the airplane and keep on going. See if I can get an outside view. That sunrise. Look at there. Don't mind me, just taking some greenies. Oh, look at there, Tampa Bay. Right there. You got Tampa just to the north. Right, enough screenies, enough screenies. Here we go. Back inside. St. Petersburg traffic, Allegiant 3318 departing runway 18, departing the pattern to the south, St. Petersburg traffic. Alrighty, so final appears to be clear. There's no one on the runway taking off, so we should be good there. Go ahead and turn up the sim volumes. Go ahead and let the flight attendants know we are taking the runway for departure. There we go. Got the wig-wag lights. Damn, we're getting ready to cross the whole short line. Love it. Beautiful scenery. I think this is a vertical sim scenery too. Absolutely beautiful. Alrighty, vertical sim does a really good job. Ooh, that windsock is showing a direct crosswind. That's okay. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and get on out of here. We're all lined up with runway 18. Go ahead and go half down side 6, 50% on the N1s. They're stable. Let's go. Flex. Thrust set. $80 checked. Release that pressure. V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. This airplane feels beautiful to hand fly now. I love all the little updates they've done to slowly improve the flying characteristics of the airplane. Oh, let's get a view of Tampa Bay right here. Absolutely beautiful. Clear the nose a little bit. Bring it into climb. Climb. Climb is set, flaps 1. Let's go ahead and we show Petersburg traffic, Allegiant 3318, climbing through 2,000 feet, departing the pattern to the south. Last call, St. Petersburg traffic. Alrighty, we did that. Let's go ahead and go direct to Sadie at this time. That looks good. And I'll go ahead and engage the autopilot. And let's go ahead and take a look back here. Yeah, let me get the flap retraction from right here. Yeah, there we go. Flaps up. Absolutely beautiful. So, time for me to do just a little bit of mental math here because I did not think to take into account our fuel burn. Estimated landing weight 136. Okay, so we should by about 1,000 pounds be below our max landing weight, 137.7. So that's the number I'm looking for there. So we got a few thousand pounds to burn on the way up, which is perfectly fine. Let's go ahead and expand our range out. There we go. Excellent, 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 excellent. Let's see. We have Ed E. Hello, folks. How are you doing, Ed E? Welcome to the stream. A little bit of a later turn and burn stream. I usually try to do it like earlier in the afternoon there, but kind of got caught up with a lot of other things that were time critical around the house here, so wasn't able to get on and do that, but I was able to get on and do an evening stream. As you know, on Turn and Burn Tuesdays, I try to get Turn and Burn in, and then we do like a regular, like one-legger in the evening, but that's okay. We'll do our Turn and Burn for this stream. Hopefully everything will cooperate. Already had the stream crash once. OBS and the simulator simultaneously decided to quit, so that was very unfortunate there. Good, thanks. How's the flight going? Yeah, like I just said, OBS and the simulator crashed at the same time, so had to reboot. Did a quick rundown of all our checks there on the while we were at the gate. Did a quick board, and that's probably what I'll do in Key West. Is I'll probably, once we get down there, we finish deboarding, all that fun jazz, I'll do a quick board, and we'll turn right around and get right back on out of there. So that way the stream isn't going to go on for like entirely too long. So there we go. One thing I do want to check, make sure the replay tool, yeah, it did connect back up to the sim. That was kind of interesting how that kind of just crashed there. Yeah, bummer. Yeah. So I don't know what's going on with the PC. It's been actually doing pretty good the last few days. After my last stream in the 777, so my last stream we did was like the 777 from LA to, was it LA? Yeah, it was LA to Phoenix, and the American Airlines 777. And then once we landed in Phoenix, logged off, all that fun stuff, and I kind of got curious. I haven't really done a long haul flight in the 777, so I got a little curious, and was like, well, how far can this thing go? So while we were in Phoenix, I kind of like looked up, some routes out of Phoenix, and just picked the longest one. The longest one I think is it was to Frankfurt. That's where I went, Frankfurt. So loaded that thing up and learned real quick that you should probably watch your weights in the 777, because you can't just load that bad boy up in Phoenix on a summer day and go all the way across the world with it. So, man, this simulator is looking real good right now. I'm not gonna lie, this simulator is looking real good. Like, if this is what 2020 looks like, I am excited for what 2024 has to offer. Alright, have we crossed 10,000 feet yet? I think we've crossed 10,000 feet. I don't know. Yep, let's go ahead and we will get all the lights off there. And we'll let the flight attendants know we are no longer in sterile. Go take a look at just the beauty that is South Florida right now. Eddie, question: where do you fly out of in real life? I will not answer that question, Eddie. Thank you for asking it, though. But generally speaking, I do try to stay domestic to the U.S. I could go, to South America and stuff like that. I don't want to. I have no desire to, so I generally just try to stay within the U.S. As far as a certain route goes, I don't have a certain route. It's usually just, as long as I'm within the U.S., I'm happy. And the shorter the trip is, the better. So I'd much rather, or I should say, I prefer one-day trips versus something that's a little bit longer. And from time to time, I get a little bit lucky. Sometimes you just end up with a turn somewhere, and that's absolutely amazing to do. Yeah, I will say my last trip ended up in Vegas, so that was fun. Me and the FO walked around the strip for a while. I'll go ahead and we can go standard a little bit early. I don't mind. Let's go transition standard. Excellent. It's a short flight. Let's go ahead and get the wing off, and we'll turn the seatbelt light off. Man, and it's just looking really good right now. So yeah, we ended up in Vegas, and FO and I went out to In-N-Out. Had like I got a double. That is what it is. And had that, but it's like In-N-Out, not the healthiest food option for you. But we definitely ended up working that out. We ended up walking around. I think it was like 14,000 steps that day. So Vegas can be very misleading with how big it is. You think, oh, I could just go a few hotels over, and it'll be a quick walk. And you're walking, and 30 minutes later, you still haven't got to the hotel yet. So they did a really good job with their optical illusions there, getting you to just keep walking and keep exploring, and you can get lost in these hotels. So it was kind of cool, very cool. Went into the Bellagio for the first time. Got to see the little decor that they do in the Bellagio. So that was actually really cool. So. Yeah. So, and I mean, the Vegas definitely knows what they're doing. It's quite busy there too. It was a Saturday, so definitely kind of busy with the tourist crowds coming in from all over the U.S. So Vegas, usually Monday through Thursday, is like pretty, I wouldn't say dead. It's definitely not dead, but it's slow. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so like Friday for sure, you get like a lot of Californians that will come over. The people who are like real close to Vegas, they'll come over on a Friday, right? So Friday is when like all the crowds start coming in, and even Saturday was a pretty decent crowd coming in. They stay Saturday and Sunday, and then they go back Sunday night, either like late Sunday night, or some people will take a red eye. It really does depend on what they got going on Monday, because let's face it, it's Vegas, so people are gonna get absolutely hammered, and then you get hammered in the middle of the daytime and try to take a red eye and work in the morning time. That's not going to work. So it really does depend on what people are doing the next day, if they're going to be taking a red eye or not. And of course, Vegas being Vegas, they got slot machines in the airport. Come on, gamble your money away. Vegas definitely knows how to take your money, that's for sure. Oh, absolutely. Let's see if I can even find it. Oh, definitely. You see the circle? That definitely looks like a retirement community. That is a planned retirement community right there. 100%. Guarantee you this is like all homes around the edges here, right? And then like probably in the middle is where all your little shops and stuff are, your cafes and shops. 100% planned. Like, that's a 55 and up thing. It's probably 65 and up. Right there. That's interesting that you can see that. You definitely, from time to time, you will see that. What is this? Almost looks like this is on the water. This is really cool. Where am I at right now? Absolutely beautiful. Is this Naples or Fort Myers? I think it's Naples. Have we passed Fort Myers yet? I have no clue. Let's see. Let's bring out the map. Bring out the sectional. Oh, Punta Gorda. Okay, so we have not made it to Fort Myers yet. So that is absolutely nice. This whole area down here looks really cool. And then we're gonna get to Fort Myers area, which is, it is what it is. We made it 25,000 feet already? Crazy. Alright, let me go back inside here. So I'm gonna bump up our speed. Why? Because I can. Okay. Phoenix, you still gotta fix that because the changeover isn't gonna happen for a while. You gotta fix that, Phoenix. Let's go 335. Why not? There. Oh, I never actually finished the after takeoff checklist. There we go. Now the after takeoff checklist is done. Let's go ahead and look in the performance approach page. And the other thing about Vegas, it was actually nice. It was not a triple-digit day. It was actually very pleasant to walk around in. Even outside, you know, we ended up walking through a lot of the hotels, but even outside it was just very pleasant, very pleasant. Let's see. Flight Airport, Key West, weather. Currently the winds are calm, okay, like I believe that. Temperature is, I don't see it. Why don't you have a temperature? It literally doesn't have a temperature there. Winds, visibility, clouds, light rain. Like, am I going crazy, guys? Am I missing where the temperature is? I see winds, visibility, precip, altimeter. They just refuse to do. They just refuse to do the temperature now. Because if we go back to St. Petersburg and look at their weather, they got the temperature right there. Why? Let me cancel. Why won't you show me the temperature? I don't understand. Alrighty. Okay. So, cool. Key West doesn't have a temperature. I don't know what to put in for a temperature. We'll say it's the same as St. Petersburg. How about that? So 30 degrees. And then the altimeter is going to be 2985, 2985. We'll go ahead and throw that in there. The minimums for the RNAV is going to be 425. That's LNAV, VNAV. That is a DA, so we don't have to do math. So 425. Go ahead and put that in there. It's going to be mandatory flaps full, mandatory auto brakes medium. Excellent. So we have all of that set up there. While speaking of the approach, what we're going to do, let's go ahead and verify all the fixes on the approach. We go bring you all the way down to 10 nautical miles constraint. We got a plan mode. Excellent. And let's go ahead and step through our fixes here. We got Sting. And then we got Chets. That's going to be at or above 3,000. Then Atanaw is at or above 1,500. Busby is going to be at or above 1,500. And from Busby, it's going to be a 30-degree glide slope, 5 miles to the runway. Excellent on a course of 0905. That looks good. 0903. That's 0903. That's 0905. That's 0905. Okay. Domestic approach out to Burpee, then on course to Goosell and hold. That looks good. Excellent. So 093 to final approach course, Busby at 1500, RDA for LNAV at 425. Touchdown zone is 3 feet. MSA around the airport 50,000 feet. Why is it 15,000 feet? Because all the way right here. Right here is a weather balloon. That weather balloon goes up to 14,000 feet. So that's why it's close enough to the airport where it's triggering a 15,000 foot safe elevation there. So that's what it is. I mean, if you break out, you're going over south over the ocean, you don't got to worry about it. But Goose Sail kind of takes you closer to that area, so 15,000 feet is what it is. There we go. Bring up their bridge plate again. Let's see. Nav RNP approach altimeter is set in inches, so we got the current altimeter there. Let's see. Use the local altimeter. Yep, we got that. We don't have to worry about uncompensated vero because the temperature's not that cold. We don't have WAS on our aircraft, so must be and helicopter visibility. We don't have to worry about that. Excellent. All those notes are good. It's a 3-degree glide slope, so that looks good. There's no approach lights, just a PAPI and runway and identifier lights, so not a lot to go off of there. So what we're going to do is, for our approach and landing, disconnect the autopilot once we go visual. We're going to go 1 white, 3 red. I might even go, this is unique, I might even go 4 red. So the thing with that is, with coming into very short runways like this, you want to get down no later. There's Alpha 2. That's kind of like a visual marker there, even though we can't really see. Maybe if I go here and I can zoom in. So here's your 1,000 footers. Yeah, Alpha 2 is like the latest you want to be down at. So you got a displaced threshold here, you got an EMAS system here, you got an EMAS system here because people have obviously tested out how long this runway is. So yeah, there's your 1,000 footers. So Alpha 2 is pretty much where you want to be down on the ground at. I mean, you don't want to be too far past Alpha 2. Especially if the braking action, like if it was like wet and the braking action was less than good, then it's mandatory. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. If the braking action is less than good, you must be down by the 1,000 footers. No ifs, ands, or buts. Not on 1,000 footers, not just past 1,000 footers, before the 1,000 footers. You gotta be down. So we'll try to do that the best we can, but we got a little flex since the braking action isn't that bad. So Alpha 2, that's the taxiway we're kind of looking for. We really want to be down by then, and then we'll go max braking and max reverse. We'll probably turn off, if we're really good, we'll turn off at Alpha 3. If not, we'll take it to the end. This has the new setup down there, it looks like. I think the sim still has like all the diagonal parking spots, so that is what it is. So we'll use the diagonal parking spots, park, bring the stairs up to the aircraft, deplane, replane, and bust on out of there once again. Let's see. Let's go 1500 at Busby. Alright, so we'll manage both of those up and begin our descent. Let's see, so we briefed the approach, we briefed where we want to turn off and where we want to park. Apparently there's a ramp frequency down there. Let's see if there is a CTAF frequency down there. What? CTAF Key West 18.2. There is. Oh my gosh. Let's go ahead and do that. That should make it easy. I should be able to remember that for the way back to St. Petersburg. It'll be 18.3. So there we go. Alrighty, so we got all of that set. I'll tune that in once we get a little bit closer to Key West. Let's see. Go ahead, we verify the flight plan, rad nav. Do they have any other VORs or anything like that on the field? Well, closest VOR is going to be Key West, EYW. We'll go ahead and do that. EYW. KPIE-KEYW. We're doing that just so we have a point of reference should things get crazy. Our progress page, we want Key West 09. There's that. We're going to go 0.3. Got GPS primary accuracy high. Same thing on here. We want GPS primary accuracy high. 0.3. That looks good. Working my way through the backward Z. We already did this. And then our data there. Yeah, I want you. Navigate. We'll deselect radio nav. Excellent. And then our monitor. Excellent. We got 6 GPSs. Alrighty, so we're all set up for an RMP approach. I don't need the LS push buttons on. All right there. Or really, it's kind of like a GPS approach more so than an RMP approach, but that is what it is. Excellent, 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 excellent. Let's see. Ed E says so. I need practice on flying an RNAV. Flew one the other day in the Fenix and did not have it set up correctly. I was way too high. So, hopefully, you just saw the things that I went through there. So, one thing you want to definitely do with an RNAV approach is you kind of want to just manage it. Honestly, do manage descents, let the airplane descend how it wants to cross all the fixes, because as we get closer, I'm going to arm the approach, and I don't have to worry about managed descents anymore. So we're in a managed descent. We should be crossing all these restrictions as the box wants to do it. And once I arm the approach mode, then it will, you'll see that the brick will pop back up, and then we should be able to fly the brick down. So that is one of the key things that we need to do when flying an RNAV approach, especially in the Airbus. Look at there, look at the Everglades. Ooh, wouldn't want to be down there. That's like Alligator Central down there. I'm sure it's beautiful, but like I don't want to be down there. It'd be cool to take an airboat ride. Let me put it like that. Would be cool to take an airboat ride. Demitech says, hello, my friend. How are you doing, Demitech? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to another Turn and Burn Tuesday. Sorry that it is a late stream. Had a lot of other obligations today. The kiddos had a lot of things going on. Pup had a grooming appointment. Kiddo had a dentist appointment, and then also towards the end of the day had a teacher conference, and then of course baseball practice. So today was kind of a busy day with a lot of time sensitive activities to do. So didn't want to try to throw in a stream there that could last, it could last 2 hours or 3 hours depending on how long it goes. So I just decided it was best to push it to an evening stream, and we could do turn and burns in the evenings there. Key West, never been there. Oh my gosh, Demitech. You need to pack up and head down there for a weekend. Just one weekend. That's not really all you need. At Duval Street, do the Duval crawl. It's fun. Try all things key lime. And I mean all things. They have, you name it, they probably have it in a key lime flavor. Right? You want key lime pizza? Boom, they're gonna have key lime pizza. They really take that key lime thing to heart down there. Let's go ahead and I'll zoom you in just a wee bit there. Excellent. We're getting ready to cross transition level. Let's go ahead and turn you on. Turn you on. Switch you over. What did I say? The altimeter was 298.5. So we'll go 298.5. There we go, 298.5. Set once, set twice, and set thrice. There we go. We'll check our status, and let's go ahead and do a descent checklist. Altimeters is 298.5 on a break. Medium, or for preach page, is set. Arrival briefing. It's reviewed. There's no star. We'll be doing the RNAV to runway 9. Status is checked. Descent checklist is complete. Excellent. So, yeah, like I said, everything. You gotta get down there, gotta do the Duval crawl. Obviously, some of the other touristy things, like the southernmost point of the U.S., which is actually isn't in Florida, it's in Hawaii. But, contiguous U.S., whatever. Um, so, yeah, you gotta go do that. Hemingway House, pretty cool. Pretty cool tour. They got a lighthouse down there that you can also tour. So there's a few things to do down there, and of course they always got the beach. Either the beach. I think they do aerial tours too. Like they do like a sunset aerial tour. I'm not too sure. I don't know. There's no limit to the different ways that Key West could take your money. Um, let's see, Ed E. Okay, great. I will remember that. Oh, and how close do I need to be the arm there approach phase? Oh, you can arm the approach phase whenever you want. Like I'm gonna arm it right now. How about that? So you can literally arm it whenever you want. So we're gonna be. So right now, we are. If you look at our FMA, we are in descent. So we're in managed descent. We've armed the alt final, and we've also armed approach nav. So once we get closer, and in fact, once we cross below 10,000 feet, actually, you know what? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. So right now, it's not gonna do anything. You can see the bar has not, the little brick has not popped up yet. That's because we haven't activated the approach phase yet. So, and I don't want to do it right now because I'm in managed speed. So I don't want to do that because if I activate the approach, it's gonna drive all the way down to uh, flap characteristic speed, which is something 210. It'll drop down to 210 knots. So don't want to do that. I'll let it do its thing, which is it's gonna slow up here to 250 knots. Right at this purple dot is where it's gonna slow at. It is. We'll wait for it to do that. So yeah, you can arm that button whenever you want to. Once you activate the approach phase, that's when the computer's logic starts kicking in and trying to search for the final solution. And once it does come up with the final solution, that's when you'll get the final lap. Let's see. There is a message hanging out here. Received messages. Allegiant Ops. EDC required. Okay, yep, that's gonna happen. The times are gonna be like super off, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and put the performance page back up here. Excellent. So, yeah, so now you can see we cross the purple dot. It's going to slow up to 250 knots and keep on going down. So once it crosses this, the circle D, or big D, I like to call it big D, circle D, whatever you want to call it, then that's going to automatically switch the box from its, I guess, descent phase to approach phase. And once it activates the approach, then that's when we're going to get our bricks down here to show us vertical horizontal deviation, and then that's when this is going to start seeking that final lap. So I'll go ahead and let that do that. We'll tell the flight attendants prepare for landing. There we go. Flight attendants prepare for landing. Excellent. We'll ding them back in the sterile. We'll get all the lights on. And let's go ahead and switch over to Key West. This says more drag. You want more drag, you'll get more drag. What are we? 12 miles north of Jets. Alrighty. Key West traffic, Allegiant 3318, 12 miles north of Jets for the RNAV runway 9 approach. Key West traffic. Alrighty, there we go. Let's see. Demotech says, no worries, my guy. Just passed the kids to the wife, so getting on the game for the night. Oh, sweet deal, sweet deal. A nice gaming night, Demotech. Jericho 1588, brother, how are you doing? A long time no see. He says, made it. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Draco, really appreciate you coming out. Spent a little bit of time with me tonight. And he also says, "What's up, Dummy Tech?" Yes, 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 yes. Eddie. Ooh, nice. Okay. And thanks for answering my questions. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it's the approaches in this airplane can be a little tricky if you're not expecting it and not knowing what it's gonna do and when it's gonna do it. So you got to kind of stay ahead of the airplane in that respect. Let's see. Before I forget about it, let's go ahead and get the replay going here. Nope, I don't want to load the replay. I want to start recording. There we go. Excellent. Yeah. Okay, we'll record over that then. And are you recording? Oh. Did it crash too? Okay, well, let's try this again. Flight recorder replay. Thank you. Start recording. Okay, sweet. It's recording. There we go. Jericho says, "Yes, sir. Glad to have made it." Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Glad you made it. Hopefully your evening is going well. So you see how we passed circle D, and now the approach face is activated. Once the approach face activated, the computer started syncing a final solution. It's found it. We've got final app. So now you see the computers are wanting to slow down to characteristic speed. So I'm going to help it out by bringing in some speed brakes for right now. Getting this thing on down. And so now that we're in final app, I can go ahead and we can set our missed approach altitude, which is 3,000 feet. So we'll go ahead and set 3,000 feet for our missed approach altitude. Excellent. Once we get to VFE next minus 10, we will go ahead and go flaps 1. There we go. VFE next minus 10, flaps 1. Speed verified. Excellent. Not gonna lie, we are still very fast, so what I'll probably do is drop the gear, get a little bit more drag out. You see when the gear came out, we started slowing up real good. Real good. VFE minus 10, go flaps 2. So what's going to happen is the engines are going to spool up to maintain characteristic speed. We don't want that. So that's why a lot of times you'll see me flying selected speed down and then managing it up once I'm ready, good and ready to do so. Excellent. Everything is starting to come in. I'm going to slowly bring the speed brakes back to the stowed position. Excellent. That looks good there. 15 X minus 10, flaps 3, speed verified. Excellent. We'll go ahead and arm the speed brakes. I know radio nav is deselected. And Key West traffic. Allegiant 3318 is on a 7-mile final for runway 9, the Key West traffic. Lastly, VFE next minus 10, flaps full. Before landing checklist. Altimeters 2985, 2700. Engine mode, norm. Landing gear, down. 3 green, ECAM memo. We're holding for the ECAM memo, so I configured a little early, but I much rather configure early than a little late, especially with how challenging this approach can be. Eddie says, yeah, I see. Yeah, that's cool. I see it. Yeah, yeah. So you can definitely see, like, once you activate the approach phase, the computer starts seeking a solution, and once it finds that solution, you get final app. So that's why it never hurts to select final app a little further out than the final approach fix, because when the computer finds it and you have restrictions all the way in, it will find that solution and just follow a nice smooth glide path all the way in. Alrighty, so ECAM memo, landing no blue. Before landing checklist is complete, I'm going to turn the temp volumes up just a little bit. It is a little wet here. Oh my gosh, are we going to make it in, chat? I have no clue. Alright, I'll see you on the ground. Stable. Runway, continuing. Alright, got the Vasties. Gonna go ahead, disconnect the autopilot. We're gonna bring it in. I want 3 red, 1 white. Yeah, the closer I get to the runway, it's gonna go 4 red.
Minima.
Alright, we're down. Manual braking. $80. I'll roll it. I got this one. We'll turn here. 60. Excellent, 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 excellent. I wish I had a touchdown calculator pitchy. I wish I did. The one that comes with Fly Live Studio is not the best. Alright. Oh. I thought I had a Key West scenery. I guess I don't. Either way. We will. Let's go in. Oh yeah, it's still on the angle, so we'll take a left and then a right, and then we'll just park right here. And then call that it is what it is there. So, while trying to taxi and do this at the same time, flaps up. Reset our flight directors there. Predictive wind shear can come off. Excellent. Let's see. We'll turn all the lights off. Don't need any of them. APU can come on. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So the other thing is, since Key West taxiways are generally so narrow, you know how you would taxi a 777, you almost taxi your A319. Even though it's just an A319, you taxi your A319 like a 777 because you don't want to drag a gear off the side of the taxiway there. The taxiways are a little narrow for our airplanes. So what we'll do is, instead of just turning like I normally would right here, I'm going to wait and then oversteer it. I'm going to wait till that taxi line is off my right shoulder, and then crank it over, and that way I know my mains will stay on the taxiway. So if we go outside, I'm going to go outside the park anyway. So you see how I still didn't oversteer it quite enough. You see how close those mains get to coming off the side of the taxiway there? Very tight. Very, very tight. We'll just park her right here. Excellent, 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 excellent. There we go. And we'll stop it right there. Excellent. We'll go ahead and set the parking brake. That looks good. Parking brake is set. We can go ahead and turn off the seatbelt sign. Engine 2 can come off. Engine 1 can come off. Fuel pumps can come off. And then lastly, the beacon light can come off. Excellent. And let's go ahead and request some air stairs, shall we? Oh, you're not gonna... Okay, do whatever you want to do. But here, I'll request forward stairs and aft stairs. There we go. We'll do it via that. Yeah, let's do that. Alrighty. So, hopefully, deboarding has commenced. Deboarding. You gonna do it? You're gonna deboard? I want you to deboard. I brought the stairs to the airplane for a reason. If not, then... Oh, yep, I saw it go down 149. Alrighty, so... there we are, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go ahead and stop the replay so it's not continuing the replay forever and ever and ever and ever. So I will go ahead and stop recording there. Thank you. And that will be great to look at later on in our stream here. Let's go ahead and run a shutdown checklist. Park brake is on and checked. Engine master is off. Engine mode norm. Speed brake disarmed. The radar is off. Wind shear is off. Fuel pumps are off, and the slides we got 4 disarmed. The APU is on. Shutdown checklist is complete. Let me go ahead and put a little bit of background music on while I get everything loaded up and turned around for everyone here. Let me check the chat one more time. Let's see. We got... Dummy fixes. Oh, the suspense. I know. It was not the best of conditions to come in and land on. Wow, the clouds. I mean, they do look good. I can't wait for Flight Sim 2024 when they're going to look even better. Pitchy came in with a minus 155 and 1.0. I wish, Pitchy. I wish. I know for sure that was a nice firm landing. You don't get nice soft landings on a short runway like this. Demi Stick says, outstanding, Eddie. Wow, sweet. Nice landing, Gray. Very nice. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Demi Thick and Eddie, as well as Pitchy, coming in with the positive vibes there. Welcome to the stream, Pitchy. To another Turn and Burn Tuesday. Glad to have you with us. Gotta go ahead and reset the sim brief here and get a new flight going in. No, I don't want to edit. I want a new flight. There we go. Sim brief is gonna actually listen to me. Alright, should have all of that saved there. Why did I not get a auto OTC? We'll keep the same squawk. Did not get an auto ATC, that's okay. No one's online still. So that is quite alright. Let's go to the init page. Alright, plan 115.0. Okay, so let's go ahead and go here. We go import for our next flight. An error occurred. Yep. Alrighty, so mass imbalance. We'll go ahead and load the aircraft. Make it instant. Okay. I know. The brakes are hot. Ooh, yeah, I forgot. Oh, I'm so used to them never being hot that I forgot that, okay, Fenix actually somewhat did do the hot brake simulation. I'm not too sure. So let's go ahead and do an init request here. We can go ahead and go through a quick checklist before we... Oh, look at that. I think because we keep flipping that switch, it's starting to slowly bend it. They said they were gonna do that. That's kind of cool. That the switch kind of like bends a little bit, changes angles ever so slightly. That looks good. We'll reset our flight directors there. I'll set our cruising altitude of 22,000 feet this time. So that's good there. Excellent. Terrain on India is on. Standby as a line. Brakes are set. They look good. We got the fans going. So hopefully that will cool off as we move along. Let's go ahead and... Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted that button. There we go. So, we're going to be the same flight number on the way back up. AAY 3318. And it's going to be a cost index this time of 56. We'll go ahead and put a cost index of 56. We'll be cruising along at 22,000 feet. Let's see. 17 degrees warmer. So that's, what, +5? I get actually at a plus. Oh, plus. There we go. There we go. The current temperature is, I have no clue, because for some reason Key West is not reporting a temperature in their ATIS. Yeah, that's so weird. Why aren't you guys reporting a temperature? I have no clue. I'm not going to put anything there. This is 28. I'm going to go 30. We'll call that a day. For our init B page here, let's go AOC menu, messages, arrival message, don't care about you, preliminary load sheet, we'll accept that, but I really don't care about you, and our final load sheet, I'll accept that. We're going to have a zero fuel weight of 113.6, 113.6, and a CG of 30.1, alrighty. We'll put that in there. Our fuel is going to be 14.3, so that looks good. 14.3. We'll put in 0 for our route reserves. There is no alternate, so that should be good. Key West, we're going to depart off of runway 9. There is no SID, so that is good. St. Petersburg, looks like we're going to come in on the Bullfrog. Ha, okay, I get it. Bullfrog to Feral transition. And then we'll do the ILS to runway 18. So ILS to runway 18, Bullfrog 2, Feral, and then we'll go ahead and insert that. All of that looks good. Alrighty, I like it. So, initialization again, we can go ahead and uplink our winds. Excellent, the winds are uplinked. Let's go ahead and go back to performance page here. And let's run some takeoff numbers. We got 9. Please stop. We have 9. We'll call it wet. Yeah, we're going to call it wet. We'll sync the final load sheet. Yeah, let's just sync the final load sheet. We'll start with packs on. It can't get the weather. It literally doesn't know what the weather is. 120 at 5. 120 at 5. Temperature is 28 degrees with an altimeter of 2985. Alrighty, so let's calculate. Aircraft too heavy for conditions. Of course. So the pack's on, pack's off. Calculate. Too heavy for condition. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. So we can only take 90,000 pounds? That doesn't seem right. So with a dry runway, why are we so severely limited with a wet runway? Like, we're like severely limited with a wet runway. Like, it's not even close. There's no way you're 50,000 pounds limited on a wet runway. Let's see here. Performance. Let's populate it in. Let's see what SimBrief comes up with. So there you go. Everything there. I'll even enable improved climbs. Let's see what it comes up with. It's coming up with flaps 2, 115, 116, and 123. Oh, let's change it to what? Calculate. It modifies it just a little bit. So we got 112, 116, 123, flaps 2, flex 46. We can still flex out of here? Get out of here. The power of the 319, ladies and gentlemen. So, and that's with wet numbers too. We got improved climb performance, wet numbers, all that fun stuff going on. Yep. Okay, so we'll use what SimBrief got. Because even with a wet runway, it's not. So you see here, like, our takeoff limit is going to be 141.7, but if I change the runway to wet, it like look at that. It goes down to 90,000 pounds. What on? Oh, what? There's no way it would be like that. You wouldn't be 40,000 pounds limited just because the runway is wet. I mean, maybe, but I don't believe so. So we'll go ahead and use the SimBrief numbers for wet runways, which is 112, 116, 123, flex 46. I can't believe there's a flex in there. And it's flaps 2 and a flex. Up 0.5. There we go. Need up 0.5. There we go. Go ahead and put that in there. Over to 90. That looks good. We'll go ahead and throw that in there. Secondary flight plan. We'll go ahead and copy the active flight plan. Alrighty. All of that looks good. Let me go back over into my maps here. Unload this flight import from SimBrief. Key West to St. Petersburg. That looks good. Airports. I want St. Petersburg stars. We want the Bullfrog. Yeah, that's pinned. I want the ILS to runway 18. We'll go ahead and do that. Faro transition. Alrighty, so it'll be probably slightly longer to get back in there, just because if we look in here, go ahead and scroll down there. We have nothing. We'll get radar vectors out the Carnu, then direct to Faro. Faro, Bullfrog, Corsair, D-side, and Oxys, something like that. And then from there we'll fly a heading. Again, it's an overflight point. I mean, oh yeah, it is an overflight point on this too. I see it there. Okay. I thought that was one of those weird coding things with the Fenix, because Fenix tends to like make everything an overfly. So the approach, we get Zeepum, Capek, and then the runway from there we'll go to 600 and intercept a course to Laffel, and we'll hold. Alright, so that all looks good. We are all boarded up and ready to go. We'll taxi out to runway, bring you back up, taxi to runway 9 is super easy. Just alpha down to the end. Flaps 2 flex. Standard reject considerations. It is a wet runway, so we'll try to bring her to a stop the best we can. Otherwise, we'll take her airborne straight ahead to 3,000 feet, clean her up, get everything done. We do got the Naval Air Station, but that's okay. We can blow right on through that. We're the emergency aircraft. And if we do need more runway, we'll limp her on up to Miami and call that a day. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Please go away. Thank you. Alrighty. So, with that, our fuel pumps can come on. I don't know whether GPU is still connected. That is what it is. Let's see. Fast seatbelt sign can come on. We can go ahead and turn the beacon light on. Let's go ahead and come down to our panel here. Fuel looks balanced. Pumps look good. Hydraulics look good. The pressurization is an auto with a good altitude. The engine oil looks good. That all looks muy bien. Alright, and then we don't have to really check to make sure everything has stayed in the same position. Alrighty then. Let's go ahead and rerun it before start checklist. Recorder ground control is on. Flight forms are on board. Reviewed aircraft 323. Fuel quantity. Let's see. I needed 14.3. We have 14.2 on board. Takeoff performance. Got 112. Go ahead and put you on the perf page. 116 and 123. Flex 46. Oxygen checked. Seatbelt sign is on. ECAM checked. Park brake is on and checked. MCDU is set. The altimeters 2985. Departure briefing reviewed before start checklist is complete. Alrighty. So, because this is a pull in and pull out spot, all we have to do is go ahead and clear the area. So let's go get rid of you. Excellent. Everything is clear. Beacons on. We are ready to go. So we can just go ahead and crank up the number 1 whenever we get a chance. Or go ahead and turn that background music off at this time. Thank you for your service. There we go. And I'll crank the volume up there. Let's get to the back and listen. Engine 1, right? Engine 1, here we go. You know what? All right, one more time. We'll listen from the other side one more time. All right, let's get before the engine. There we go. Excellent. What was this? Engine 2 start fault? Ooh, okay. Very interesting. But in real life, You just let it do its thing, and it solved its own issues, right? So that was good. Let's see. I'll bring the sim volumes back down just a little bit more bearable. There we go. We got Juliet Bravo in the house. How are you doing, Juliet Bravo? Welcome to the live stream. Really do appreciate you spending a little bit of your evening with me there. Motion Man says, my dog. How are you doing, Motion Man? Glad you could join me tonight. Welcome, 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 welcome. Ed E says, this is very cool. I'm learning a lot here. Well, hopefully that's the idea, and we can all learn together, just a little bit at a time. There we go. Let's go ahead and turn the brake fan off. Let's see what our temperatures are here. Yeah, they're very manageable. Still above 150. Yeah, we'll leave it on for a little bit longer since it's above 150. Excellent. So we got 2 good engine starts. Let's go flaps 2. After start checklist. So flaps 2. And get rid of you. Check your statuses. Excellent. That all looks good. After start checklist. The engine ice we don't need. The status is checked and the rotor trim is 0. The after start checklist is complete. We're looking outside for the guide man. Make sure it's all clear. We're clear on the left. We're clear on the right. Let's go ahead and get out of here, shall we? So again, with this airport, since the taxiway is so narrow, this is actually looks like kind of like a wide exit spot here. So I'm not too worried about it, but it goes from a wide exit spot to a narrow taxiway. So you still kind of want to taxi straight a little bit, put that center line just past your left shoulder and crank it over. I mean, you really don't even have to do that in order to get a good turn, but I'll just show you. Yeah, this taxiway kind of flares out pretty nicely there, so you don't have to worry about it. But right about there, if you start cranking it over, that's going to give you a nice, good turn. That's going to keep your main wheels right on the taxiway there. There we go. And that's how you would make that turn. Now we can start rolling. There we go. We're on the taxiway. Let's go ahead and do our flight control check, shall we? Yeah, full up. Pull down. Neutral. Pull left. Pull right. Neutral. Get the rudders here. Pull left. Pull right. Neutral. Alright, we'll go ahead and hit them auto brakes. Go to max. We're looking for up 0.5. There we go. There's up 0.5. We can get the predictive wind shear on. And test our takeoff config. There we go. We can do it before takeoff checklist. Flaps 2 planned and 2 indicated. Takeoff data and speeds are checked. Our weight is 127.8. We're planning on 127.4. So we're good there. Actually, we're not good there. Let's rerun that for 127,800. See what we get. So we still get 112, 116, 123. Flex is 46. So all the numbers change. So we're still good for takeoff there. Excellent. Where was I? Stab trim should be at 28.6%. And it is at 28.6%. Flight controls checked. ECAM memo is takeoff, no blue. We are to the line. Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff. Excellent. We're approaching. We're starting to pick up wall speed there. I'll put you on performance page, put you on the flight plan page. Alrighty, we can go below the line, runway and FMS. It's going to be runway 9 in the box on the screen and out the window. That's checked. Minimum takeoff fuel 13.9 required, 14.0 on board. Flight attendants are notified. Engine mode is norm. TCAS, TARA. The before takeoff checklist is complete. There we go. Oh, it looks like we have Captain Jack, Flight Sim in the house. How are you doing this evening, Captain Jack? I love watching you fly that beautiful Broncos 737. They went and got the dub down in Tampa. Good for them. Great stream last night. Sorry I couldn't be there. Got a lot of things going on. It's been a busy last few days. One of the reasons why the turn and burn stream is kind of later. I usually have it as a midday stream. It's kind of later than that because I had a lot of time sensitive things going on today. But glad you're in the chat there. Camp Jack Flight Sim. Really do appreciate you coming on and stopping by. Hey, everyone, when you get a chance, go ahead and stop by Captain Jack Flight Sim's channel. He currently has just over 400 subscribers. Go ahead, give him a like, give him a subscribe, turn on that notification button. Let's get him up over 500 so he can get his channel monetized. He would greatly appreciate that, and I would greatly appreciate that for him too. So would really like you guys to go over and give him a nice little like and subscribe there. He has a really cool thing that he does over there where he kind of flies with a Discord chat, and it's actually really cool, really interesting to listen in on. Kind of unique. He's got a unique thing going on over there. So he says, "Hello, Mr. Great Eagle, good sir. Good to see you tonight. We'll be flying Anchorage to, I don't know what DQ is on my stream. Hope you can join in if you want. Great show, sir. Thanks for checking in last night, sir. It was fun. It was a fun stream, for sure. A little heavily on the landing, but legal for sure. Yeah, I mean, we'll take a heavy but legal landing, that's for sure. Hello, Key West traffic. Allegiant 3317 is departing runway 9. We'll be departing the pattern to the north. Key West traffic. Alrighty, so we do have that balloon out there at 15,000 feet. We're going to try to make that turn well before we get to the balloon, so that we don't have to worry about it. Is it simulated in the simulator? No, but you know, we'll pretend it's there for pretend's sake. We'll go ahead and let the flight attendants know we are taking the runway for departure. Alrighty, there we go. I'm going to turn up the sim volumes here, so you guys can hear those juicy sounds as we rocket on out of here. Again, when we're doing this nice short runway, we're gonna put the stripes just behind our right shoulder. There it is, right there, and then we're gonna crank that tiller right on, full crank. Don't stop, full crank. And that's how you do, not perfect, but close enough. Alrighty, let's go ahead and go 50% right here. Half down on side stick. Flex. Thrust set. $80, checked. B1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Alright, we'll go ahead and turn on the autopilot there. Excellent. Let's go ahead and land just come ahead. I know. Let's go direct to Carnu at this time. Excellent. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm gonna bring this up just so we know where that we'll go climb power flaps 1. Excellent. Just so we know, so you can kind of see where that is. It almost looks like we're tracking right toward this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go north a little bit. Want to stay out of the way of that balloon because you're not going to see the string. You're just going to fly into it and then it cease to exist. Alrighty, flaps up after takeoff checklist. There we go. We'll get a little further north of our balloon there. Once we're a little further north, I'll put this back on my second screen here. Once we're a little further north, then we will we'll head back direct to Kearney there. Key West traffic, Allegiant 3318 is departing the pattern to the north. Key West traffic, last call. Alrighty, switch you back to Unicom, and I'll put 18.3 in there since we already know that is the St. Petersburg CTAP frequency. It is such a rainy day down there. I'm surprised we actually made it in the way we did. The replay should be interesting if the weather holds. If the weather is nice, then it's just going to look like a very weird landing into Key West, but if the weather holds, then that'd be a really cool approach in landing into Key West there. Let's see, are we far enough north yet? Not quite. You know what? I think we are. Let's go ahead. Let's go full send direct to Carnu again at this time. So I'll go ahead and do that. Direct to Carnu. Insert. Excellent. Yeah, we're well away from that weather balloon there, or whatever it is. I think it's a weather balloon. It could be like a Department of Homeland Security balloon, like tracking people trying to be smuggled into the U.S. from Cuba. Let's see. Ed E says, nice. Oh, let me bring the flight sim. Let me bring the sim volume down a little bit for you there. There we go. That should be a little bit more reasonable for us there. Beautiful takeoff there. Gray Eagle says, Captain Jack, you know I love this livery. Oh, baby. Let me tell you, that is one good looking bird. I kind of wish all airlines would fly something like that. Or not all airlines, all sports teams would fly something like that. Their own special livery airplane. Alright, we're through 10,000 feet. We'll ding the flight attendants, let them know that we are now out of Stereo Cockpit. We'll go ahead and begin our acceleration out there. The 737-900 for Alaska Airlines. Salmon people, tomorrow night for my stream. I'm going to have to tune in and try to catch that. The salmon livery, that is one of my favorite Alaska Airline liveries right there. The salmon one. I love it. I love that one. I was out west one time. I saw they have a Toy Story livery too. That's another cool one that I really like. In fact, let me see if I can find one here. Oh, just nothing but clouds out there right now. Ooh, I forgot to change over Fly Live Studio. Let me go ahead and change that on over. Boop. There we go. It should update here for you guys in just a little bit. There we go. Alrighty. Let's see. Alaska. Oh, I didn't know. It looks like they have two different ones. Which one are you gonna be in? Let me see. They have this one here. Well, let me see if I can open this up in something a little bit different. There we go. Images. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, they have. So they have a few different ones. It looks like Captain Jack. So they got this one here. Let me see if I can do that. So they got this one here. That looks pretty cool. I've never seen that livery before. That looks new to me there, Captain Jack. And then they also have that one. So that's the one I'm used to seeing right there. My thumbnail for tomorrow night's stream on my channel has it up. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's see if I can start the Discord here. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I see which one you're talking about. There we go. There it is right there. That's what Camp Jack will be flying tomorrow night. They're the Alaska Airlines 737-900 Salmon people. So yeah, that's the new livery. I had never seen that one. Okay, so that definitely is a new one. I'll definitely try to tune in tomorrow night to see you flying that one. I shouldn't have too much going on tomorrow, so definitely should be able to tune in, possibly hop on the Discord. It really depends on how late it is, but possibly hop on the Discord and do a little bit of flying with you. Uh, Weirdly enough, when Fenix came out with the 320 or 321 and 319, so the 321 319 expansion, they got rid of the Alaska Airlines 320 liveries. So I would hop on the 320 livery since I don't have any of the PMDG 737s. We'll go ahead and turn you off. That's what I was looking for. So we're through 18. We can go standard. And we can go ahead to the fast seatbelt sign off. There we go. As we can see the mainland coming into sight already. Oh, you said you haven't seen the one with the fish on there. Yeah, that's the one I thought you were doing when you said that, Captain Jack. That's the only one I've heard of. I forgot to turn the brake fan off. There we go. The brakes are gonna be super cool when we get down to St. Petersburg there. Let's see. That doesn't seem reasonable. I mean, maybe, but like, you would think they would have cooled off. I don't know. We have reached our cruising altitude. Again, I will go ahead, select our speed. Where's our top of descent gonna be? We got a ways. I'll go ahead and bump us up to 345 knots. There we go. We're cruising along at 345 knots. Get things pushing. There we go. Excellent, everything looking good. But yeah. That's the one I originally thought you were talking about. I had never seen the one that you're gonna be taking out. That looks brand new. I mean, look at. No, that's not that one. That's not the one I want. Yeah, look at that. That looks. It's literally a brand new plane. I've never seen anything like it before. The one I thought you were talking about was this one. Thank you. Well, thank you for all of that stuff. Yeah, this is the one I thought you were talking about. I had never seen the other one, so... and plus, this is an 800. It's not even a 900. It's an 800 if you look. 599-800. I assume that means dash 800. So, yeah. Really cool livery there. Alaska definitely has some cool liveries going on over there. Let me make you a little bit smaller. But yeah, thanks for looking that up. Yeah, no problem there, Captain Jack. Hopefully you're having a good night and a good day as well. There we go. Mainland coming back into view. Look at that Gulf water. That is definitely Gulf water down there. If this gets you excited, I mean, Flight Sim 2024 should get you even more excited with the way they're going to have the water masking done. Everything is going to be, if you like Flight Sim 2020, 2024 is going to be just that much better. That much better. I have been just oogling and googling all of the screenshots, the footage, the influencers, live streamers, whatever you want to call them, who had the opportunity to go and see Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 live and in person out in Arizona. And let me tell you, you're not going to be disappointed. If you had reservations on whether you wanted to buy Flight Sim 2020 or Flight Sim 2024, I'm gonna tell you right now, just save your money and get 2024. Just save your money and get 2024. That's gonna be the sim going forward. I certainly am gonna get the I'm gonna probably end up just getting the premium deluxe. I thought about getting the collector's edition. But I think I'm going to stick with just the Premium Deluxe. It has all the airplanes I need. It's the same version that I have now for the simulator, so I'm not gaining any extra airports. I'm not gaining any extra airplanes other than a handful that I never really fly anyway if I went with like the Aviators or the Collector's Edition. So it's probably going to be the Premium Deluxe Edition again. Let's see. I like that fish livery, says Captain Jack. May have to try to add that to the collection. Yes, sir. It's an oldie. It's an oldie, but it's a goodie. It's an oldie, but it's a good in there, Captain Jack. Gotta go. Let my doggies out. We'll check back in shortly. Hey, man, let those doggies out. And I will see you later, Captain Jack. Thanks for stopping into the stream, and hopefully you'll make it back right in time for our replays here. You missed a really good landing. Well, I wouldn't call it good, but it was definitely a spicy approach and landing into Key West, Florida. Definitely spicy for sure. So hopefully during the replay the weather will be nice and rainy, so we can get that same effect coming in. Ed E says, another question. I was just looking at my chart, and a runway has both ILS and RNAV. So can I pick which one I want when I set up my flight plan? Oh, yes, 100% Eddie. Yeah, especially if you're flying offline and you're not going to be using like VATSIM ATC or anything like that. If you're flying offline, or like you're flying online but there's no controllers on, you can 100% choose whatever approach you want. If you want to do a VRR approach, go ahead, buddy. Fly a VRR approach to your heart content. You know, there's nothing stopping you from doing whatever approach you want to do. So like here, let's bring up this chart right here. Okay, yeah, I'll place it right there. That should be good. So, if you see here, runway 18 into St. Pete has several different types of approaches going there. So you got an ILS, you got two ILSs. One of them's a special authorization, which is okay. You got a Cat 2, and then you have a GPS and a charted visual approach there. Which I don't know how often they actually use this charted visual, because it's a super weird approach. Like you're coming in pretty much on a radial from, I don't know what VOR that is. And you're coming straight down, from St. Petersburg. So you're coming down this radial from St. Petersburg, and then once you're abeam, or just before you cross this causeway here, you're going to kick out, and then turn your base, and then curve it around to a final. My assumption is they made it like this because it kind of keeps you over the water here, and so you don't have to interrupt the noise. There's probably a noise sensitive area right just here, so that's why they have you do it. So they don't care about the people over here. Who cares about the people over here? They didn't pay enough money. It's the people over here who paid a lot more money. Okay, and I guarantee you that's how that probably worked out. Was people over here had money and they didn't want to hear airplane noise. People over here don't have enough money, and so they don't get a say. Um, so yeah, you can do really whatever approach you want to do when you're flying online by yourself there, or even when you're flying offline, or if you're flying online by yourself. So you say, okay, very good. Thanks. Now I know. There you go. There you go. Very much so. LOL. I mean, we laugh, but it's very much true. Like, the biggest reason you look at a chart and you see charted visual approaches that look so weird, it's because someone paid a lot more money to make the government make that. So it really does kind of go like that when you're talking in aviation terms. Top of drop is just over 60 miles away. Go ahead and turn on the LS push buttons there. I'm not going to really brief anything up since we kind of went over the approach while we were on the ground. But what I will do is I will do my backwards Z double D just so I make sure I got everything in our destination data, of course. So flight plan, we reviewed all the fixes along our route there. I don't need that. So Phoenix, get on that. When the airplane goes in a done phase, everything resets. I don't know why that didn't reset, but that is what it is. Again, Phoenix, fix that. When you go to done phase, it resets everything. We'll go ahead and clear that out. We're going to be St. Pete, P-I-E, runway 18. There we go. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll go to our Perf approach page here. Pull up the weather for St. Petersburg. No one's online. So let's see. We got the winds 250 at... No, that's... that's the time. They don't have the winds. That's so weird. What is going on? What is going on? So this one has the temperature but doesn't have the winds. I'm very confused at what's going on here. The TAF said that was 9 hours ago. What is going on here? I don't really understand why we're dropping certain pieces of data. It is what it is. Let me see if I can Google it online to see what the ATIS is. Nope. Okay. So even online it's not really showing anything. Alrighty. That's really cool. I'll just put 0 at 0 then because reasons. Alrighty, so we'll do 0 at 0. The temperature is there though. It's 29 degrees. So that's cool. And then the altimeter is 29er, 89er, so we go 29er, 89er. We'll put it in there. I'll go 29er, 89er. Oh, nope. 89, missed you by 1. There we go. 29er, 89er. 29er, 89er. And lastly, 29er, 89er. Excellent. So, all of that is set up. Ready to go. We'll go ahead and put you back on flight plan there. We'll leave you there. Yep. All of that is ready to go. We can chill out for just a little bit. We'll get some beats going. How about that? Again, I wouldn't mind living, if I had to live in Florida, I wouldn't mind living in this part of Florida where it's like, alright, can I get a house that has a canal that leads out to the ocean? That way I can have a boat that leads out that way and just chill out, be a beach bum. Brian Tampa. Oh, Brian Tampa. I'm assuming, are you from the Tampa area, Brian Tampa? St. Pete, very nice. The add-on is spot on. I've traveled through this airport since the early 90s. I have to say, Vertical Sim's rendition of St. Petersburg looks absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So I've only been in there a handful of times tops, and that was a long time ago. So yes, I can't say it just the way the light reflects off of things. I was observing that earlier in the stream because it was like earlier in the morning. You could see the sunlight bouncing off of the different materials there. Vertical Sim did a really good job. Really, really, really good job. I highly, highly, highly recommend the St. Petersburg scenery if you're gonna fly into the St. Petersburg Tampa area. Really good add-on. So glad that Vertical Sim was able to faithfully recreate it, so that even people who have been there for, what is it, 20, 30 years now, that you can look at that airport in the simulator and be like, yep, that's exactly how it looks like in real life. You say, yes, sir, I grew up in Tampa and still live here. Excellent, 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 excellent. Yeah, what a great area to be in. It's, the Gulf Coast of Florida is, I'm not gonna lie, that's where the beautiful water is. So, a little jealous you're on that side of Florida. And you get the East Coast of Florida, which is meh. The water's mid. If you like swimming in brown water, it's cool. Versus you go over to the Gulf, you got blue waters, you got great beaches, great weather. They hardly get hurricanes over on that side of Florida. I mean, when they do, it's devastating, but I mean, rarely does that happen. Let's see, we got a little bit before we got the top descent there. Trying to see what airport that is. That might be Fort Myers. I got a quote. No, well, that's not Fort Myers. That would be like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we're like well north of Fort Myers, so that's cool to know. Punta Gorda, that's what I'm looking at. Punta Gorda, Florida, right down there, and then you got Fort Myers. Just behind the wingtip there would be Fort Myers area. Excellent. And then we should be approaching the Sarasota area here in just another minute or two. So, let's see what our arrival, the bottom side of the arrival, at about 4,000 at Oxy, which is fine. So I'll go ahead and we'll set 4,000 over Oxy. 4,000, that looks good. Yeah, why not? So let's go ahead and manage up our speed, and then we can go ahead and manage up our descent. I love doing that. Excellent. Brian Tampa, are you on VetSim? I am. No controllers online right now. If they are, they don't want to talk to me. But no, yeah, no controllers online right now. So got me, and that's about the only thing going on in this area of the world. And yeah, I'm the only one arriving or departing St. Petersburg, so shouldn't have any issues with that there, coming or going into St. Petersburg. We are en route. Almost there. We're getting there. This is showing an arrival time of 19 past the hour. That time probably isn't going to be right because we get the discon here as we go in, so it is what it is. Ah, I don't want to look at that part of Florida. I want to look at the ocean. Love the ocean. Oh no, where'd the ocean go? We'll be fine. We'll find it soon. Ah, very cool. I'm on Xbox, so no VATSIM for me. I really wish so. Like, I know that Microsoft Flight Sim is, it's obviously a Microsoft product, so, that's one of the reasons they brought it over to Xbox, but I wish they would include a lot more compatibility on the Xbox. I mean, think about it. All the Xbox is a really compact PC. That's all it is. There's no reason you shouldn't be able to get be able to do the same things on an Xbox that you can on a PC. Think of it as a big gaming laptop or a very compact gaming PC. How about that? So it's somewhere right in the middle. So it should be able to do all the same things that a laptop can do. I don't know why Microsoft has to make the Xbox so special in that way, but it is what it is. But hopefully you are enjoying flying around on the Xbox. That's one of the things I have not done yet. One of my neighbors was kind of using it. He's off in college now, but he was kind of using the Xbox to kind of mess around and learn how to fly. And it can be a great tool. It can be a great tool. And that's the beauty about Flight Simulator is you can hop on and mess around and have a little bit of fun, or you can take it as serious as you want and actually get some use out of it. So. Oh, what a wing view. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I love looking out over the Florida coastline coming in over Florida. Yeah, I love seeing it every single time. So, we are just not crossing our transition altitude. Let's go ahead and get our wing light back on. We can turn that back on. Let's go ahead and go transition 2-9er, 8-9er. Set once, set twice, set thrice. There we go. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Let's come down here. We'll check our status messages. We have none, and I'll put you on the perfect bridge phase this time. Oh, I didn't put a minimums in there, so let's go ahead and throw our minimums of 207. So we'll do 207 for our minimums. 207, there's 7. Excellent. And I don't know what the ones are going to be. I like doing flaps full anyway, so we'll do flaps full, auto brakes low this time. How about that? So flaps full, auto brakes low. Since we have, what, 9,730 feet of runway? Yeah, that's good. And let's go ahead and do a descent checklist, shall we? Descent checklist altimeters, we got 2-9er, 8-9er. Auto brake is low. Perfect approach page is set. Arrival briefing, it is review. The Bullfrog to arrival. And a visual approach, we'll back it up with ILS runway 18. Status is checked. Descent checklist is complete. There we go. Alrighty, it's going to take itself a minute to get down. I'm going to go ahead and select 290. And now that we've passed that fix, I'll go ahead and go open descent. And we'll head on down. I'll try to stay in the back here as long as I can. I don't want to miss 10,000 feet and just go blowing past our speed restriction there. Let's take a look at this from the outside. Oh yeah, look at Southern Florida. Oh yeah, that looks like Sarasota right there. That definitely looks like Sarasota. And then you got St. Petersburg up here. They're both kind of like, they're St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Tampa. They're all like right close to each other. What is it, like within 1 hour drive from Sarasota to like Tampa, right? Something like that. Now, Brian, Tampa, you gotta tell me, living down there in the Florida area, do you hang out on the beach a lot? That's seems like certainly the thing I would do on my days off when I had the time is just hang out and chill out on the beach. Let's go ahead and we'll start dialing that speed on back to 250 knots. There we go. Excellent. And while we're at it, let's just go ahead and seat the flight attendants. Flight attendants, prepare for landing. There we go. We'll let them know we're entering sterile again, and I'll just go ahead and get all of our lights back on. There we go. Don't have to worry about anything. Yeah, about an hour or a little more, depending on traffic. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's not bad. The fact that they all have their own airport that kind of serves the local area goes to show you how many people probably live in that area. Yeah, Punta Cana isn't too far from Sarasota. Okay, yeah. So, that the this area of Florida definitely has a lot. It seems like a lot higher population density. Everyone's clamoring for that beautiful Gulf water. That's why. You go to the East Coast, yeah, you got some cities, but it's like a lots of emptiness in between where the cities are. Here, you're just kind of hopping from one city to another city, all the way down to like Naples. Alrighty, so excellent. We're 12,250 knots, and I got control of the speed. So let's go ahead and activate the approach phase. We'll go ahead and confirm that. Excellent. Once we get just a beam the numbers here, I'll probably turn north to a heading of 360 so we can start our downwind here into St. Petersburg. Can't really make out the runway, the airport yet. I think it's somewhere up here. That's where I think it is. But I could be wrong. There's like a weird cloud layer right now. That's preventing me from seeing all of the island there. Island? Peninsula? It's a peninsula. I only go to the beach in the fall and winter when it's cooler. Hello. I'll let the tourists have it during the spring and summer. Too hot. Whoa, 100%. Yeah. The summer heat in Florida is nothing to play around with. Alright, we'll select our heading. We shall go due north. Let's go due north. There we go. Excellent. And I guess I can radial in. I'll radial in off of Zeppum. So we'll go direct, Zeppum, and then we'll say radial in. That's going to snap a line for us. We can hit insert, and I'll go ahead and reselect our heading again. And that works just as I would expect it to. Beautiful. See if I can get this turn. Oh, look at that. Downtown St. Petersburg coming into sight there, just barely coming into sight. So, what I'll probably do is I'll head out and adjust a beam, Zeepum, somewhere around there. I'll U-turn it back around to KPIE, just at or above 1500, and I'll intercept that there. That way we can call that a nice, good visual, solid visual approach. Yeah, now I completely understand why people have winter homes down in Florida. Because the weather is very nice down there during the winter time. Summertime? I'm okay with not going down there. Alrighty, is that the runway? Is that my airport right here? Or no? What runway is this? That's a runway. I don't know what airport that is. That could be my airport. Actually, that could be runway 4. That actually makes a lot of sense. Yep, that's runway 4. Then you got runway 18 right there. It's kind of hard to see. You got runway 18 coming down here. Yoop. There's 18. So we are on a downwind like, ooh, I need to turn this over. Whoop, there we go. Not like anyone that's coming in or going out, but St. Petersburg traffic, Allegiant 3318 is 6,000 feet on a right downwind for runway 18. St. Petersburg traffic, any traffic in the area, please advise. Alrighty, so we made that call. Let's go ahead and check our company messages real quick. That's not what I wanted. I want Atsu. AOC menu, received messages, Allegiant Ops, there we go. I don't care about your ADC, we'll put you back on the perf page. Excellent. Alrighty. Go ahead and go down to 3,000, how about that? We'll slow it up to 210 knots. That's pretty good. There we go. Oh man. This area of Florida just looks so amazing. Oh, just ocean out there. That's cool. Do you ever take the time to visit, what is it, the Busch Gardens down there? It'd be really cool to do that every once in a while. Where are you from? I am, originally, I was, born in the Carolinas, but, where I live now, I won't say. It's, kind of moved away when I went to college and haven't really been back, so, yeah, but I currently live in base with my current operator, and you know what? Wouldn't change that for the world. It is worth not having to hop on a plane to go to work every time. I can hop in my car and be at work whenever I need to be, whenever I want to go to work. Oh yeah, we have a sea. Oh yeah, you have season passes for Busch Gardens. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's amazing. It's been a long time since I've been in that area of the world. Um, I do remember. Is that still a thing? They don't do like the free Budweiser there, do they? Let's go flaps 1. We're 4 for 3. And slow it up to 190 knots. We're gonna make this a nice, stable approach going on here. And we can take her on down to, I won't take her down to 1500. In fact, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. So we're past KPOC, so not worried about that. And the KPOC's at 1500. So let's just go direct to KPOC, and we'll enter there. Sweet. You got 190 knots. Sweet deal. And then let's go ahead and tune in 1500 feet. Excellent. 1500 feet. Open descent. Let's go ahead and get rid of our in-flight entertainment. There we go. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. Let's see. I need to start the replay. Let's go ahead and record. This is going to be record number 2. Yes, thank you. Alrighty, and we are recording the replay. Excellent, 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 excellent. So hopefully you take advantage of those season passes whenever you can. I know like it usually takes like X amount of times for you to go for it to like have paid for itself. So yeah, always something great to do. Also something great to do. Going to see what is it? Tampa Bay Lightning, right? The Tampa Bay Lightning. And then obviously you got the Buccaneers down there. So no shortage of activities to do, and of course the beach if you know so dare to brave where I'm sure. Are there touristy sections? Like, are there some beaches that you can go to, and there's not going to be like a crowd of tourists there? Because I'm sure like you have your hidden spots you like to go to. Alrighty, let's go ahead and slow this on down. We'll go 100 and let's do 170. I always say 170 and flaps 2 is a good spot to be in. So we're at 1500 feet. We can go 170 and we're VFE next minus 10, flaps 2, speed verified. Excellent. I can go ahead and arm our speed brakes now since I know I am in a very good situation. And then lastly, we can hit the approach button, activate the second autopilot. We should get a double capture here right at KPOC. So that's what I'm anticipating here. I'm hopping around Alaska tonight. Oh, and oh yeah, you get okay. So you said yeah, you can get 2 free beers per visit. No way, that's still a thing. Oh my gosh, wow. Okay. And you said I'm hopping around Alaska tonight. I'm a huge Lightning fan. Yeah, Treasure Island is a cool place to go. I stay away from Clearwater. Too many tourists. Okay, so Clearwater is kind of like the tourist area. And then Treasure Island, or some of the barrier island, or would you call them barrier islands, or some of the islands more of a low-key spot? Because don't they have like keys or K's or whatever they are down there? Alrighty, so right when we get the intercept, I'm gonna manage and drop the gear at the same time. So that's my plan here. Because we should get the loc intercept, we should get the glide slope intercept at the exact same time. Once that happens, I will just go ahead, manage, drop the gear, drop the flaps, and we'll do a before landing checklist. It should work out just absolutely perfectly. I can see the runway out here to our like 1 o'clock there. I wanted to make sure their approach is activated before I actually hit the button. You'll only do that one time. You'll never forget to activate their approach again. So there we go. We're in manage. The gear is coming down. We're VFE next -10. Flaps 3. Speed verified. There we go. And lastly, we are VFE next -10. Flaps full before landing checklist. Altimeters we have 29er, 89er, and we're crossing 1260. Engine mode is norm. Landing gear down, and you see it's still doing its self check. 3 green ECAM memo is landing no blue before landing checklist is complete. We consider missed approach altitude, and that's going to be 1,700 feet. Very low out here because it's very flat out here. Excellent. You see how perfectly that worked out? 1,000 feet stable. Don't know what graphical glitch this is going on, but it is what it is. I do have the runway in sight. I'll wait a little bit longer before I disconnect the autopilot. Seems like we have yet again another strong crosswind. Nah, 10-knot crosswind. It was like that when we left St. Petersburg. So there we go. Alrighty, let's see what the winds feel like up here. There, that little graphical glitch has gone away. Let's go ahead and turn off the autopilot. See what this wind feels like up here. It's showing 14 knots from the left. Or stable target sync 7. It's doing this like swinging thing. I can definitely feel the airplane's like nose is just swinging left and right. There we go. We're trending high, bringing that nose back down. Thank you. Excellent. Waiting for that 30 call out before I put the crosswind in. Idle. Kick a little bit of rudder. We're down. Excellent. Nose wheels on the ground. $80. Excellent. 60. I will now kick the auto brakes off. There we go. Manual braking, ladies and gentlemen, everyone. Welcome back to St. Petersburg, Clearwater, Florida. The beautiful vertical sim scenery there. We have made it. We'll vacate on this next taxiway here. Alpha 5. We'll take Alpha 5 and Alpha back into our gate. We'll just park at the gate we started at here. Should be no problem there. Brian Tampa says, nicely done. Butter. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I wouldn't consider that a butter, but it definitely was not a bad landing, especially for like a 10 to 15 knot crosswind there. Have a good night, man. Appreciate the conversation. I sub to you as well. Thank you very much for the sub. I really appreciate that, Brian Tampa. Really do appreciate that. Come on in to the next Turn and Burn Tuesdays. I'll be doing them. This one's a little bit later than usual. I usually do it in the afternoon and then just kind of do like a cash stream later in the evening. But yeah, glad to have you on the channel. Welcome to the channel, Brian Tampa. I really do appreciate the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alrighty, we'll turn here. We're clear of the runway. Let's go ahead and go flaps up. Go ahead and get rid of you. Disarm you. Bring you up. There we go. We can turn the flight directors off. Excellent. Let's go ahead and get all the lights off. I'll turn you off as well. And let's go ahead and get the APU going. 1, 2, 3. We'll go ahead and turn the APU on. Let's go ahead and get a nice outside taxi view there. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The Allegiant Airbus looks just so amazing. I don't know. I just like Allegiant's Airbuses. And they look fun too. Like when you look at the airplane, you just see vacation. Like for a low-cost carrier, I think they nailed it. Like Frontier, they got a cool thing going on too. There, Frontier, with all the animals. I love just watching Airbuses to see which animal is going to be taxiing by. Alrighty, this is the gate we departed from, gate 4, so we will go ahead and end here at gate 4. Alrighty. We'll call that done. We shall call that a done deal right there. APU is up and going. And so in grand Great Eagle fashion, I'm not even going to bother shutting down the engines and deplaning and doing all the fun stuff that goes along with returning around the airplane. What we'll do instead is I'll go ahead and end the replay. There it is. We'll stop the replay. Excellent. We shall log off the VATSIM network. Thank you. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate your service there. And let's go ahead and load our replay number 1. So here we go. We'll go straight back to loading replay number 1 down there in Key West, Florida. There we go. I gotta hit the play button for it to actually work. There we go. Wow. Okay. It has greatly improved down here in Key West, Florida. I'll go ahead and turn the parking brakes off. There we go. And let's go ahead and fast forward. Oop. Oh, there's a cruise ship right there. Oh, that's cool. Alrighty. So, let's see here. I want to see, can we see the cruise ship? Will we see the cruise ship coming in? I have no clue. Let's check that out. Oh yeah, look, you can even see the little water slide on the cruise ship. That's cool. That's cool. Absolutely beautiful area. I mean, Key West is another beautiful and unique place as well. Just absolutely beautiful. Be able to get in, do like the crawl down Duval Street. And I mean, just go around and see all the things. Be on the most southern point of the U.S. and having key lime ice cream. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Put her right down where I wanted her to. Let's go back and look at that one more time. Now that I know everything's all fully set up and ready to go. Um, Alrighty, we'll go to the other side because we should be able to see taxiway Alpha 2, I think it was. I said I had to be down by that first taxiway. There it is on the ground. Oh, I made it. I made that so well. Alrighty. Alright, let's see. Let's get an outside view of this. So you kind of see how, like, there's no terrain between you and the runway, so it's real easy to get in there and get the airplane in the spot where you can land it before the 1,000-footers. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let me see if I can get the drone camera view of this. We'll get the drone camera view of this, and then we'll load the other replay up here. There we go. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Sweet though. Alrighty, so I just need to unlock the drone, or take it out of follow mode. There we go. And then I can wind you back up a little bit. There we go. So, let's see. Love it. We'll start there. Then we'll bring the camera back. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, chat. There we go. That you can't ask for anything much better than that. Were we on center line? A little slightly off, a little off. Were we at touchdown? Oh, we kind of held that all the way down. So we were slightly off center line the whole way down. That's fine. The lines between the wheel mains, but the important part is we got her down not only before the 1,000-footers. So that's what you want to do. Especially if you have a wet runway, you want to get her down before 1,000-footers. If not, you want to get her down no later than this taxiway right here. So, if you're past that taxiway, that's like you're in mandatory go-around area territory there. So, not bad, not bad, not bad. Let's go ahead and load up the... Let me put you back in follow mode. Let me go ahead and do that before I lose my drone. There we go. And, let's go ahead and load up replay number 2. Alright, there we go. Get things... Are we moving? Yeah, we're moving. Sweet. Oh, there we go. There's our turn on to final there. And let's switch it up. Let's go that side. And there's just water there. Alrighty. So we'll view it from here. Excellent. With a bridge coming right over. That has to be cool to see, like driving over that bridge and just seeing a massive airplane flying right beside you. That has to be awesome. Kind of put in a little D-crab there right at the end. Not bad, not bad. Let's roll that back a little bit. There we go. We'll look at it from the front of the house, shall we? Oh, it certainly did look like a butter landing. It certainly did look like a butter landing. Let's take a look at that from the outside. I want to see if how I decrab that. Let's go ahead, go outside, take a look at that right here. Will you be able to see it? You see? Oh, you can see it right there. Look at that. I swung the nose. I didn't get it all the way down. Yeah, you see, right before I touched down is where I finally got all that crab back out. Let's look at that one more time, chat. So remember how I said I'm waiting on that 30 call out before I decrab? The reason why is you don't want to be too high. If you, like in a normal airplane, you can start decrabbing right here. But if you do that in an Airbus, because you're still in normal law, it will try to undo whatever the inputs. It doesn't want to be in a weird slip situation. So it will try to undo it. That's why you want to wait until right about here and then slowly begin your decrab. Slowly begin your decrab. You see, I'm slowly starting to kick the right rudder, and you can see the spoilers on the left wing slowly start to deploy. That's because I'm starting to put the left aileron, the wing down. So, and then you can see I'm kicking more rudder in. A little wasn't doing it, so now I'm doing more. Little wasn't doing it, so now I'm doing more. And right just before, you can see there's the kick, there's a full kick right there. And then you see the nose starting to realign. I'm still in a crab, so I got one wheel down, so that's good. You can see the left wheel touch down first, which is what you want it to do. I'm still in a crab into the wind, but you can see I'm correcting for it. And by the time we land, boom, the airplane's straight, and now I can just let the nose wheel touch the ground. Boop. There we go. That's how you kind of want to. That's how you want to do a crosswind landing in the Airbus. Excellent. Still off centerline. Oh no, I keep tracking just off to the left of the centerline. That was both landings that I did that. Something must be off with my viewpoint. All right. Let's go back. Let's get that touchdown again. Let's do it. Get it from the drone camera though. There we go. Right about. I would say there. Yep. Spoilers are coming back down. So there's our touchdown. So what I'll do is we'll go into the drone camera. Nope. I want drone camera. Oop. Unlock you. There we go. Which side? That side has ocean. This side has buildings. I'll take the side with a slight ocean view. There we go. I don't mind that. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and wind that back a little bit. There we go. Excellent. Camjet Flight Sim, dude, that was an amazing landing. I hope I can land like you when I grow up. Camjet Flight Sim, you know, I always say one day when I grow up, I want to be a real pilot. I'm still waiting to grow up, I guess. There we go. Let's come on. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let's run that back one more time. I'll bring the drone back and lock it into place there. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Let's see. We'll turn the follow mode back on. I like to reset my camera before I go back at it. And let's roll you back now. Oh yeah, we'll roll it from there. How about that? Excellent, 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 excellent. Well, before I go, let's go ahead. We need to go back up front again, don't we? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Don't tell me what to do, airplane. Before I roll the ending song here, I'd like to take a minute and thank everyone who came out and to support the channel. Captain Jack Flight Sim, thank you very much. I'll try to get in there and see your flight tomorrow in Alaska. Thanks for stopping on by. I really do appreciate it. Brian Tampa, again, thank you as well. We had Ed E. Thank you very much for joining me tonight as well. We had Motion Man. How you doing? Thanks for joining. Juliet Bravo. Thank you very much. Pitchy Roll, Dummy Thick, Draco. And of course, Max Racing. Really do appreciate each and every one of you all for coming out and spending a little bit of time with me this evening. Don't know when my next stream is going to be. This week it's kind of been a hectic week. I'll try to get another stream coming to you as soon as I can. But until the next time I see all of your beautiful faces, remember to take care of yourselves and each other. Until the next time I see you, my name's Gray Eagle. Peace.